Title: Under the Shadow of Lies. Genre: romance, drama, suspense. Beginning of narration: Alicia had the life she had always wanted. A successful job, loyal friends, and a relationship with Miles, a man who seemed to be the love of her life. However, something dark was always present in his life. A secret that seemed to be hidden in the shadows, waiting for the opportune moment to come to light. It all began on a rainy night, when Miles handed him an envelope with a cryptic message that would change everything. I have been protecting you all this time. It's time to know the truth. And don't trust anyone. Alicia didn't understand the message at that moment, but something in her heart told her she should be cautious. She decided to investigate, without knowing that this would lead her down a path full of deceptions and betrayals. The following morning, Alicia met Zane, a man she had worked with at her previous job. He was attractive, mysterious, and with a look that made her feel comfortable and fascinated at the same time. Although she tried to keep her distance, something about him powerfully attracted her. Zane soon approached. During a lunch where they coincided, he began to speak to her, and about Miles's past. You know, Miles has a past he's never told you about. He's not as perfect as you think. Alicia felt uneasy, but didn't entirely believe it. Miles had always been C. I'll play with her. Or so I thought. A couple of days later, Alicia received a call from Miles, who asked her to meet at his apartment that night. He seemed nervous. Upon arriving, the atmosphere in the room was heavy. Miles looked at her intently and, in a grave voice, said, Alicia, there is something I must tell you. And believe me, this will change everything you think about us. The man you see here, he is not who you think. At that moment, Alicia remembered the message she had received. Don't trust anyone. Miles took a deep breath. I am part of something bigger, Alicia. I am not just an executive at a company. My family has connections with powerful people, and not everything I do is clean. Alicia was shocked. What did all this mean? Miles continued, struggling to maintain. Keep calm. Years ago, I made mistakes. I was involved in illegal activities, and now the people I was involved with are pressuring me. I can't leave it behind so easily. Alicia, P. Ero, what hurts me most is that I didn't tell you before. I lied to you. Alicia's heart stopped. Was everything she had believed about him a lie? What would she do with all this information? Before he could process it, the door burst open. It was Zane. Alicia, what he is telling you is true. Miles was never who he said he was. But there's more. You have to know the complete truth. Before it is too late. Alicia looked at both of them, unable to believe what was happening. But there was something in Zane's eyes that made her doubt. The story that he was telling her about Miles' past seemed too dark to be a coincidence. The tension increased. Alicia found herself trapped between the man she loved and a stranger who offered her a truth, a more complex and dangerous one. Why are you telling me this? She asked, confused. Zane took a step toward her, looking at Miles with a challenging expression. Because what Miles hasn't told you, it is said that his family has connections with a criminal network, and they will not stop until all this is resolved. If you continue with him, you will be in danger. Miles tried to interrupt. This is not what it seems, Alicia. I don't want you to go away from me. Please. I'm trying to solve it. Alicia looked between both men. Her heart beat wildly. Whom should she believe? Miles, the man with whom had she planned her future? Or with Zane, who seemed to possess a darker truth, but also an implacable logic? Zane gave the final push. Alicia, the decision is yours. But remember, Miles has more secrets. And if you continue with him, not only will your life change, but he will also drag you into a world from which you will not be able to get out so easily. That night, Alicia decided to stay away from both of them. I needed time to think. I couldn't make such a big decision without knowing the whole truth. The next day, he met Miles in his office. He seemed calmer, but his eyes showed, I have a concern that I couldn't hide. I lied to you, Alicia. And because of that, the only thing I can do now is tell you the complete truth. I am willing to put my life in order, but I will need your help. Alicia looked at him intently. She knew that the decisions she made in the coming days could change her life forever. Will Alicia be able to save her love with Miles? Or will she be trapped in a net of lies and deceit? And whom can one truly trust? End.